Hello everyone, so today we are going to be talking about the Alton Towers track walks that have just been released. Nemesis Reborn one, which is new for this year. So, you get to walk up to the top of the lift hill. You get exclusive access to the tech bunker, transfer track, operator cabin. One Nemesis Reborn fast track. Exclusive Nemesis Reborn behind the scenes pin badge. And you must be at 1.4 metres to participate. So obviously these walks are very expensive. So they are £90 per person and you do not get your annual pass discount, which I think is very cheeky. Every single walk is sort of the same. You get the same thing. You get to walk up to the lift hill, you get a fast track to the ride, and you must meet the height requirement to go up there. And it's also saying you must be 12 plus, so you can't be any younger than 12. And then anyone under the age of 16 must be accompanied by an adult. Also, another good thing with this, you can actually take photos with your phone. It doesn't say you can use cameras, so that is a little bit of a problem, because obviously if you want the better looking footage from up there, because you've paid like £90, you can't bring a camera up there. It's got to be your smartphone, because they put it in like this little pouch, so you're going to have to put your phone in there. And then you can stop while you're going up to take photos. Obviously when you're at the top, I think you can take as many photos as you like. There is also a Wicker Man one, which is priced at £70 a person. So obviously Wicker Man is not as tall as Nemesis or Oblivion. So if you do struggle with walking up places for a long time, I feel like Wicker Man might just be the one for you, because it's not as long to walk up there and it's a little bit cheaper as well. I feel like going to Wicker Man. Obviously, myself, I'd like to do the Nemesis one, but I'm thinking about it. But it is selling out very quick, which is another problem. But the Wicker Man one would be very interesting, because I would like to see like Big Bob from there, and it'd be really nice to see the park from that height. With Nemesis as well, probably Oblivion. If you really want to see a view, a beautiful view, Oblivion's probably the best one for you, because Nemesis is very much like in the trees. You know, it's not really in a central hub of the park, so probably Oblivion. It's much higher than Nemesis. You probably have a better view from there. But obviously, if you like Nemesis like me, I really want to do the Nemesis one. But I don't know if I could justify the £90 for it, because it is also saying that this £90 does not actually get you into the park. You have to also pay to get into the park. So if you don't have a Merlin annual pass, then you have to pay on top of that. But if you have a Merlin annual pass, yes, you won't have to pay for the actual like getting into the park part. You're going to have to pay full price, and you obviously do not get your Merlin annual pass discount. Just, that's so cheeky, I think. Like, obviously it is a VIP experience, so you are paying the premium, but I just feel like they should have just put the Merlin annual passes in there. Yeah, so if you do like the sound of these, they are actually selling out very quick. So I would look at the Towers website right now to see them. But the Nemesis one, I'm looking here and it's like none in March. It would have been amazing to do it for my birthday, but you know, there's none in March, and the closest one is the 29th of April. So they are really selling out. A few in May, a few in June, only one date in July. So August is sold out completely. They're all sold out. And it is also the same with Oblivion. Oblivion does have a few more dates than Nemesis, but it's still very much selling out quick. And the Wicker Man does have the more dates. I just feel like that's probably the less desirable one, maybe, because obviously it's not as tall as the others. I mean, yes, it's a bit more cheaper, but you are paying to go sort of up higher, and I feel like Nemesis is very much a fan favourite as well, so that one will go. Also, on top of this, so I will insert a picture here. So basically, Alton Towers are auctioning off the one-of-a-kind original Nemesis wheel covers signed by John Wardley. So they did start off at £500. So if I just go on to the first one here, it's now at £1,000. It just feels like another thing that is so expensive, that's so out of reach for normal people to get. Like, if I did have the money, I would buy it straight away, but I'm afraid I don't. The first one is £1,000, and then it goes down into like 760. But being realistic, who has this money to spend on a roller coaster park? I definitely don't. It said it was a one of a kind, but we already know that Sean's got one. Sean Sandbrook does actually have a wheel cover signed exactly like this, so how do we know it really is one of a kind? There is 6, I mean, I guess 6 of them. I don't mean it like that, but it just seems like a massive cash grab. Nemesis was retracked in 2022. They've had this sat in storage, basically rotting away for that time. Also, we saw them selling off the Nemesis bolts. That was on their website and that went for about £389. So we can really see that they are just cash grabbing off of the classic. Really not fair in a way, because these things are just scrap to them at the end of the day. And obviously it being signed by John, that is a massive thing. Like, I would love that. But for £1,000, it would have been so much nicer if they did it as a raffle, so we all had the chance to get one. They'd probably make even more money from that, because that is unlimited. It's physically unlimited. If they did a raffle for it, you know, that'd be a lot of money to their charity as well, which I'm pretty sure what some of that might be going to. I haven't really read into it, but I do know that they sell stuff for charity sometimes, like the flume boats. But if they did it as a raffle, imagine if you won that. You'd be literally over the moon, very happy. It's another cash grab, I'm afraid. Nemesis, because we all know it's a classic. It's just a very sad thing. So if you wouldn't mind telling me your thoughts about the track walk and selling off the Nemesis covers, then put it down there. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to me. I also learned, this was actually very much of a fun thing. I went onto my analytics and it's women that are watching these videos, which I'm very happy about, because at the end of the day, this is a very male-dominated space. There's not really a lot of female enthusiasts, so I'm very happy to see that it's women. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.